Welcome to mission 5 of my Squadron campaign. For this mission I'm going to target Bremen port. It's a medium priority target with high flak strength defense and moderate fighter strength defense. Looking at the recon photo, we need to approach this target from the northwest, and then there are 3 distinct lines of buildings that we can go for. One at the top here, one in the middle, and the third at the bottom end of the photo. And it's this row of buildings at the bottom end that I'm going to target on this mission. Looking at the map, we will fly in over the top of the Netherlands, reach the decision point, cut in towards northwest Germany, and then fly over the target northwest to southeast. Once we have done the bomb run, we'll egress to the south, out to the west, and RTB. In the previous mission, we lost one of our planes, Sally B, and we got a new plane, the Royal Flush, and a brand new crew. So I'm going to make that the lead plane so that I can train the crew up on this mission. Ordnance wise, I'm going to take general purpose 250 pounders and incendiaries as well. That's the planning complete. We're ready to start the mission. We joined the mission at 09:31 hours. And we've just got a visual on the German coastline. Here's our position on the map. We're up at 30,000 feet, almost at the decision point, from where we will head southeast inland and on towards target. I have selected the Bremen oil refinery as a secondary target, just in case there is too much cloud cover over primary. We've reached the decision point now, so let's make the right hand turn and head inland.
Take up a heading of 169er. Repeat, 169er. Roger.
It looks fairly cloudy over northwest Germany, but let's get a weather report over the primary target.
Primary target is believed to be fair, with forecast cloud at approximately 7,000 feet.
Weather report is good. However, we're about to journey through a flat field, so I will reduce the altitude of our next waypoint, which is the initial point, down to, let's go with 23,000 feet, and that should hopefully mean our squadron is descending under the flak as it's firing up towards us. We have a squadron of P-51s with us, and there is a flight of 190s inbound on an intercept course. The flak is coming in now, but we are descending, and our squadron at least should be safe. We're through the flak. I've dropped into the waist gunner position because the 190s are inbound off our 9 o'clock. Trying some long range shots, see if I get lucky.
Incoming.
190s have gone off to our 5 o'clock regrouping. You can hear some explosions there, but I think all 4 of the 190s are still in the air. Possibly one of the friendly fighters might have just gone down there. Tracking the 190s as they hang back off our 4 o'clock. Looks like they'll come in for another attack from that position. We've reached the initial point to start the bomb run, but still got these 190s buzzing around us. Going to have to leave the escort fighters to deal with the 190s and focus on the bomb run. Quite a few bullet holes here in the navigator's instrument panel. Looks like we have about -5, -6 degrees of drift. The bombardier has got 7.6. It's a bit too much. I'll drop it down to 5.6. Looking through the bomb sight, I'm going to reposition to the right hand side of the port where there's a row of buildings that I want to target. Fix the target here and just check that the drift is okay. Closing in on target now. There's a bit of cloud cover passing underneath us, but the bomb sight looks stable. I think we've got the drift just about right. Zooming in, we can see clearly the line of buildings and the large warehouse that we saw on the recon photo. Bombs are away in 3, 2, 1. Bombs are out, the plane is turning towards its egress point. Here's how it looks at ground level. There are the bombs going in. I'm really happy with the angle of approach to this bomb run. We've nailed all of the buildings on that side of the port. The only thing we didn't do is hit the large warehouse at the front here. We're heading southwest away from target. The 190s are still in the area. We're now clear of danger southwest of Bremen city. It's time to RTB. We've made it back to base without any further incident, and now the B-17s are preparing to land.
Orbit and wait for landing clearance.
It's been quite a straightforward mission, and we haven't taken much damage to the planes. But as the Berlin Express is coming in to land, I've noticed one of the landing gear not extending. We can send a crew member to fix that, but I will have to take manual control of this plane and abort the landing. Let's apply a bit of throttle and pick up altitude. That left side wheel is starting to come down now. I'm going to do a circle of the airfield and we'll land the plane on a different runway. Engine number 2 has started smoking because I've gone almost full throttle to pull up out of the land, so I'll drop back on the throttle. That should sort that problem out. I can't manage the heat on the engine whilst I'm flying in this view, but there we go, the engine has stopped smoking now. I've dropped throttle a little bit. There are 3 runways on the airfield, so I will turn to the right and line myself up for the first available runway. I can see a B-17 there taxiing on the runway that's running off to my right, but it looks clear for me to land on this runway here. My managed to touch down and the plane's leaning to the left. I think that left side undercarriage has a puncture. It's definitely damaged, but we're down safely. The mechanics can fix that up. The other plane I'm going to bring in manually is the Royal Flush. This is the new plane to my squadron. I want to make sure it gets down safely. Plane looks undamaged. It's got its first mission under its belt. I've taken a little bit too much speed off as we made our approach to land, but made it down safely, albeit with a bit of a bump. All planes in the squadron have now landed and taxied to hard stand. Let's check out the mission debrief. 22nd of February 1945, we attacked Bremen port. Didn't lose any bombers from our squadron. That's really good. Only managed to shoot down one of the 190s that came to intercept. Did moderate damage to the target. A couple of injured crew and 2 fatalities as well. I think probably the 190s killed those crew members. The bomb damage assessment confirms the line of buildings that we targeted and destroyed, and it's just a shame we didn't get that big warehouse at the front. The post-mission recon confirms the buildings that we hit and also the big warehouse there that we missed. There's a warship sitting against the side of the dock there that we also missed. That's a shame. That's mission 5 complete. Thanks for watching and see you next time.